Welcome to the sealed only Digimon Challenge. Join me on my adventure as we battle through every enemy that comes our way, selecting of all 6 colours of decks on a budget of £20 per week. Can you do it? Can you be the next Digi-destined tamer?
Hello Tamers, and welcome to episode 21 of the Digimon Sealed Only Challenge. This week has got very different, but I don't want to give too much away, so let's go into the pack openings.
Episode 21. So, weeks are flying by now. The big online tournament happened last week, I believe. So, deck tech for everyone has been, I suppose, shown. We've got ourselves Gammon, Gotsumon, Atomic Inferno, Skull Scorpiumon, Petermon, Jack Raid, Gormon, Tactical Retreat, Sealsramon, Kuramon, I think that's our 4th tie now, and Mac Galgamon. So I do have a funny feeling that some boxes are mapped to have like constant same of rares. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, because I think it'd be quite good, obviously, if you are someone who's going to buy like 2 or 3 boxes. So you're going to try and like bulk out your collection so you got at least one of everything. But it kind of sucks in another way, because obviously there's going to be some rares that you'll never find. So, Gosokumon, Flamemon, My Crackmon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about my crack. Agumon, Ditramon, Limon, Neodevimon, Soundbirdmon, or Lalamon, Bushy Agumon. I can't remember if that's our 3rd or our 4th, but this is a great card. Our first Commandramon, definitely going to go into our fake D-Brigade deck for now, and then Hell's Gate. So we do have like 9 Commandramons now. Hell's Gate is a great card. So this is basically just your Mega / Ultra Plus Destroyer card for those who don't have like Gaia Force in the deck. Purple is really good. It's a 6 cost, and obviously there's ways to get those back 7 or less kind of normally. So, Flamemon, Meteormon, Phantommon, Voltramon, Dokunimon, Gaomon, Purchine, Soundbirdmon, Crowmon, Missymon, a second Commandramon, alright then, and a second Hell's Gate. Okay. Apparently we're opening the same packs now. Done 3 already? We've done 3 already. Good damn. So yeah, 2 Commandramons, that's definitely going to make our D-Brigade deck even better. And then let's see what else we can pull. Devimon, Sangamon, Gormon, Fugamon, Maycrackmon, Galgamon, Final Zubagon Punch, Anginimon, Sunflowmon, Sakutamon, a 3rd Commandramon, and a Lilamon card. So yeah, that D-Brigade deck's definitely getting built this week, apparently. So what's this? Digiburst, 2, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then if you have a Tamer in place, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That's actually really good. It's pretty much as good as the Lilimon, that was the when attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon without blocker. But obviously this is, have a Tamer in play, you can block it, you can suspend anything. So definitely something you should be looking at with piercing decks. Then last pack for week 21. We have ourselves, there we go, Grappleomon, Geogreymon, Growlmon, Strabumon, Gabumon, Mikumon, Atomic Inferno, I'll drag you into the depths, Anubimon, Babungamon, Pancholeomon, and a Thomas H. Norstein. Not a bad set of openings. Can we get a 4th copy of the Commandramons in this box? We'll find out shortly, I suppose. But that's it for this week. Let's have a look at the deck profiles for now, and then we'll go into our battles for the week. Alright then, Tamers, what a beautiful day it is today. So, we kind of went crazy, as you may have seen from the earlier transition video. We've rebuilt some of these decks. So I think red didn't get much changes, but we're going to go for everything anyway, just so we're up to scratch. And here we go. So, staying the same, just the 4 babies here, 4 Gigis, and then the Yoko. I can't wait till we get our participation Kuromon, and that will be going in the deck, and then I can't wait for BT5 to come out, because the Kuromon's pretty good, since it's basically a Greymon deck, and with Omnimon, I suppose. We're still playing the 4 Wolvermons. I think we probably will for a while, although the DP really isn't such an issue nowadays, as there's more things that you're going to crash into and die from. You're probably in security. We've got the 3 Agumons. This is just the 1000 extra DP on attack. So your turn, so yeah, generally when you're attacking anyway. 3 of the Agumons. Actually would have liked that 4th promo set, because if you have Grey in its name, you get the extra 2000 DP. I think it's really good. Playing the 1 Flamemon. I thought we were playing more than that, but we're playing 1 Flamemon. That's just basically to get a searcher for a Tamer as well as a Hybrid. Playing 4 of the Quadramons, just because I like the whole idea that we can block, because being a little bit defensive doesn't hurt anyone. Got 3 of the plus 2000 DP on your turn Greymons. We got 3 of the security plus 1 Greymons. Have 2 of the promo Agumons, so Agunimons, which is the when attacking, you can use Agent Greymon to digivolve into, so you get the extra security attack plus on the attack. But then you are deleted at the end. We do have 2 of the Dark Trinomons. I think we're going to move this up to 4 at some point, because we actually pulled 6 of those during the Sealed Only series, which I didn't realise. Playing a playset of the Lava Greetamons, 2 cost, level 5, 8000 DP. It's not terrible after all. And we're playing 3 of the Fulcramons. Again, the extra security tech is really good, as that's basically what this deck is. It's just Turbo Rush security. We're playing 1 of the School Greymons. That is delete your opponent's Digimon with blocker. Pretty damn good. Playing 4 of the War Greymons that has the whole effect of you get to attack an extra security if you have 2 for every 2 of the Digivolution sources. So generally, if you're going from baby up to this, you're getting +3. If you've got the Greymon with +1, that's +4. If you've got the Voltramon, that's +5. And then on turn 2, because that's generally when you're going to attack, if you didn't get destroyed on something, if you got lucky, maybe you played a delicate plan or just didn't hit anything that was going to kill you, you blitz into this, and then you get to attack again because it has, sorry, blitz Greymon, Dragon. Get to Omnimon, blitz into that, and that can just destroy things. So we're playing 1 of the Ancient Greymons, that's what we pulled so far. It's more just a weird tech choice. Still playing the Galapmon just because I think the Galapmon is actually really good, just because of the whole, when attacking you can destroy stacks depending on your opponent's trash pile. Voltramon, again, Rookie Rush for us. I think this probably will come out soonish though, because Rookie Rush is kind of dying on its heels right now. A lot more people are looking at the control variants of red and yellow. Playing 2 of the Omnimons. Yeah, we got lucky, we pulled 2 of these in the series. First episode, and I think, did we pull it during the promo packs maybe? I can't remember. We've got 2 of those bad boys. Got 2 of the basic ties. We've got 1 of the good ties. We've got 1 Sora. I might take the Sora out and put the 3rd basic tie in, just because they're actually not terrible to use for bases for the hybrids. And then we're playing 4 Gaia Force, so you can see 1 there. So that is the red deck for now. So, with the red being done and finished and over with, put that to the side, we will go with blue. I think blue currently has the best meta variety so far, with how jamming affects itself and being able to unsuspend, and yellow actually has a little bit of a hard time dealing with it just on its own. So we are playing probably an odd version of this. So we're playing 3 of the Upamons. Just as that once per turn, if your opponent has a Digimon Energy Source, draw a card. So obviously it's multiplicative, you have more babies on the field, as long as they've all attacked. Then we have the Demi Vmon with the ball, and then the Demi Vmon jumping over the Gazimon's head, which I think is from the anime. Then we play Swipey Swipe Swipe. Oh, fun times. I think we play 4 of the regulars. Yeah, play 4 of the regular Vmons. This is just the whole like jamming effect, and when you get, essentially it's the. It actually works quite well for both the All Force Digimon as well as the Impildramon, because they can both suspend once per turn. If you suspend once per turn, you can gain a draw. These are pretty good. We're playing 3 of these? We're going to play 3 of these apparently. When you attack, you can destroy an opponent's Digivolution source if they're under level 5, which is pretty good. As yeah, your opponent basically just doesn't get to attack anything, is pretty good, or doesn't get to Digiburst off if that's their main plan. Playing 4 of the Strabbies, because we're searching for Tamers in this deck, as well as get the chance of getting the hybrids. Playing 2 of the jamming V-Mons. We only need to pull 2 of these in the series, which is a bit of a shame, as it's such a great card. Playing 1 Gabumon with the draw effect on play. We actually only pulled the promo. We didn't actually pull any rares from 1.0. That's because 1.0 just has so many rares, it was really hard to pull things. They're still missing quite a few good rares from the set. We got lucky and pulled 4 Grillamons from the actual 1.0 box, so thank God for that. Although, with the All-Force Digimon deck coming out in the near future, we would have actually had a chance of getting these again. It's just that they've been alternate arts. Have 2 of the jamming if you have a blue tamer in play Digimons. Got 2 of the XV-Mons just to spend ourselves if we need to. 1 of the promo Lobomons in Hollow. 1 of the regular Lobomons. 3 of the Aero Digimons, because we are essentially just when digivolving and suspend, which is pretty good because you can attack in with a Lobomon or something, or ourselves and then attack again. We have 2 of the Powdramons because we literally just pulled the 2. Then we have 2 of the Dino Beamons because they're pretty damn good. And then for our 8th ultimate, we have ourselves the Beowulfmon. Jamming is really good. And then while this Digimon has Digimon source, and if it is a hybrid or a blue tamer card, it can't be attacked. So essentially, you don't have to worry about attacking in to be removed from your opponents with piercing. We're playing 3 of the Impildramons because we only pulled 3 of these, which is still pretty damn good. So we do get to have the option of going Impildramon heavy. We pulled 3 of these during the series, which is really strange. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to use these maybe again, as I do have a lot of fun with these. And we actually pulled 2 of these during the series. Yeah, we pulled the same secret rare. So yeah, we have the piercing as well, which will Dino Beamons in there. We're going to play 3 of the Renas because it's our searcher for Vs, and that's any V. I look forward to the future when we can play the Dracomon from the blue set because that actually searches all Dramons. We've got 2 of the Deuses just because we want some memory gain. As this deck's not massively expensive, but we do need to have some memory gain to beat our opponent. We have 4 Hammer Sparks because, again, memory gain is so important to most decks. And then we play 1 Aqua Viper, which is return one of your Digimon to its owner's hand. Again, I think in the future there's going to be a card that lets you steal a Digimon. Maybe that is a bit powerful. But you can then remove 2 of your opponent's level 4 lower. So if you got blockers on the field and they're getting in the way, you can get rid of them. Or someone's trying to Rocky Rush you down. And you can go, alright, I'll sacrifice this 1 creature for 2 of theirs. It's not always terrible. I think it's a pretty good tech choice. Although Kota's Breath might be the card we take out and put in there, because that's also a very good card. Yellow. So in our yellow deck we are currently running, because it got a big shuffle around as of last time, went a bit more meta since we saw a lot of deck lists and we just tried to do our best, to be honest. So we play 3 of the Koromons. This is the once per turn if you have a 3 or fewer security cards when your opponent's Digimon gets -1 DP. It's pretty damn good if you are just trying to lower it so you can punch over it or through it. Then we play 2 of the Upamons, which is once per turn if you have 3 or fewer security cards when attacking you can draw 1, which is also very good because draw power is just fantastic in any card game normally. Uno. 4 of the Agamons, just why I think was a little bit more powerful. Got to draw 1 here if you attack if you have 3 or more yellow tamers. I think we play 4 in this deck, but we'll go through it in a bit anyway. Salamon, we actually have, no, we only have 3 of these, sorry. So we only have 3 of these, which isn't too bad, but it's the undeletion, so if we have 3 or fewer, we can recover +1. It gives us a little bit more chance, I suppose. Pulled 2 of the Rush Bushi Agumons. So again, this is just rush. If we somehow get very lucky, we have 5 memory to play on the first turn. We do get to put it down. We do get to play it to attack. Don't really care if it gets destroyed. And then we have the unplay Patamon for 3, which is essentially you go through the top of your deck for 4 cards. You find any tamer. You can put all tamers in your hand. It's very good. So that's why yellow is better to be on this one. Got 1 Pulsemon promo. I'm hoping that we get some more during the pre-release for VT5. I don't think we will. It'd be cool if we did. Playing 1 of the promo Patamons, which is if you have 1 or fewer security, trigger draw 1. Trigger recovery 1. Again, if you've got enough memory to do it, you can kind of trigger this into something like Wargreymon, so you can actually attack again, which I think is a really good tech choice. And then we have the 1 of the Lopmons, which is the look at the top of your security stack, and if it add it to your hand and then draw 1. So essentially, you can draw 2 cards that turn because you're taking 1 from your security. I hope we're playing a playset of Toryumon. We are. Super cheap cost, decent DP, but this is essentially just to get into our ultimates and then our megas quicker. Playing 4 of the Pedamons, again super cheap, just a dilution source for us to get to our next stage. And then we're playing 2 of the Unimons, just to round out the Megas. Champions, sorry. Now we have 3 of the busty Energy Womans. Again, this is one of your opponent's Digimon, gain security -2. It's pretty good for a turn, stops your opponent from doing anything really, if they've only got one on the field. And then when attacking, if you feel through security card, you may play one level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. This also affects on-play effects, so if you had for instance, the Patamon, you can throw it down, you can gain the on-play effect to find more tamers. We play 2 of the regular yellow rise, and we play one of the red yellow rises. Essentially, these are pretty cool as they give you the security at +1, but this one here gives you the chance of reducing something's DP, but also has Digiburst on it, so you can Digiburst something away, not having to worry about the Digiburst as much, and then you can gain the Tamer effect on play, so something more like a TK. We are playing 2 of the War Growlmons, and this is Digiburst. One of your opponents gets -4000 DP. This is pretty good if you can Digiburst 2 things away, especially thing that wants to be Digiburst off, and then reducing its DP again to either punch over it or punch through it. And then while you have 3 or fewer security, this Digimon gets 1000 DP, so that's pretty good on the ultimates. Because you've got to remember, if you can do this effect and then you Digivolve again and you can still play, it's going to be pretty powerful. Playing 2 of the Slash Angimons. I was actually a fan of Slash Angimon for a while, but I found it was just very weak for a Mega because you're not punching through anything. That's not the point of this Digimon. It's when you Digivolve, when your opponent's Digimon gets -8000 for the turn, which most ultimates are 8000 or less, or if it's a Mega, you don't have to be worried about it. Playing 2 of the Shines. Shine! This will be pulled so far for the series. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's still a pretty good choice for yellow, as we haven't got any of the War Greymons yet. Playing 1 Seraphimon, just wanted another Mega in here just to sort of counterbalance everything. And then we have the 1 Valderarm, as that's what we've pulled so far. Pretty good level 7 for yellow. And then our Tamers and option cards. So playing 4 TKs, playing 2 Karis, playing 1 TK of the good variety, as well as the tie. Playing 2 Glorious Bursts because you don't want to see them in your stack, but hey, it's going to happen probably. And then you get 1 for your hand. And then you've got 2 of the Blinding Rays just so we can try and reduce our security to 3. And then we have the Lightning Portal Nico Punch in the Japanese. And that's obviously delete 3 of your opponent's Digimon. And if they don't have 3, delete 2. And if they don't have 2, delete 1. But no, it's pretty good. Well, it's 4000 DP, but it's pretty good. I do like this card. So that's yellow over and done with. Go for green. Green got a nice little shifty with the new decks coming out and us actually going through them and trying to make them as effective as possible. Green obviously wants to go fast, and this is what we came up with. So we have 1 little Minamon, which I think is a fantastic card, and then we have the 4 Argomons, because who does not like gaining extra memories at the start of their turn if they are unsuspending during the unsuspend phase. We have 4, we have 4 of the Unplay Tenemons, which is a real top card of your deck, and if a green Digimon card, add it to your hand, otherwise put it to the bottom. The deck is fully green, but this is obviously for Digimons themselves, so Tamers and option cards will go to the bottom. We have 2 Goblimons, just a super cheap play if we have to, just spend a little bit of memory to give our opponents not a lot themselves. Play 2 of the Argomons, again, same difference, just the 2 cost to play. We have 3 of the Lalamons. This is essentially just because we are going to use Digiburst Digimon during this, so gaining rookies back to our hand, especially if we can use the effect of something like Argomon, would be really good. Obviously, we never want Argomon for green now. Terriermon, all turns, the opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. Now, I'm not sure if this affects things like Impildramon's reduction effect, because there are actually cards that say you can't reduce costs, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's that. We play 2 of the Wormmons that's we've pulled so far, and this is the undeletion one, so you just want to smash this into something, or you want to hope someone blocks you, and you get to draw, look at the top 3 cards, and you get to pull a level 4 or 5 off the top. Play 2 of the Togemons. A lot of people sort of do say this is a bit of a weird card. I like it because sometimes you do get stuck in a situation where you don't have an ultimate to pick up. So yeah, although it does let you get a Mega, and it does let you get a level 7 too. So it's actually more effective than people think it is. It's just quite expensive compared to how a lot of the deck wants to run at that level. And that being said, so we run 4 of the Kabuterimon blockers. 1 cost to Digivolve. We run 4 of the Vegiemons, I believe. Again, 1 cost to Digivolve. We run 2 Stingmons, again 1 cost to Digivolve, so that's 12, I believe, for our champions. Then for the ultimates, we run 3 of the Blossoms and then 1 of the Argos. I think having the 4 works pretty well for Digisorption. Having 5 is a bit weird, as you do sometimes want the other effects. Obviously, this is how the amazing effect of you may play 1 yellow green card when attacking. Obviously, you can underspend this if you do something that has a option that lets you allow this, or if you have, say, a Cursemon that lets you strike again, so you get to play 2 rookies from your hand. And if you did Digiburst off, say, a Lalamon, you get to throw down another Lalamon. So yeah, that's quite good recursion for green. We have a Lilamon, and then we have the Lilymon. Again, this is more just because maybe we're stuck, we haven't got a 6, we haven't got a 7 in our hand. It can be quite useful. And then Lila here is just the Digiburst. You can spend 2 of your opponent's Digimon, or it can be a case of, sorry, spend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Or it could be, if you have a Tamer in play, spend 1 of your opponent's Digimon when attacking, which is pretty good, especially if you're playing the Kabuterimon, which you will find out later. Then you play 2 of the Mega Kabuterimons, which is the when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you trash the top security and then you do the piercing effect. So that's very, very fun. Playing 1 Nidhoggmon as a tech choice here, just to Digiburst everything away, and then you use it essentially to put all your opponent's rookies back into their deck so they don't get to rookie rush you down. Playing 2 of the Grand Coagamons. This is the promo one with the Digiburst effect, which is the security +1. We're not playing the OTK variant, actually hasn't seen any Palmons, so we haven't pulled any. But I do like the whole idea of being able to do a little bit more damage if you can. We then play the the Kabuterimon with piercing, and then Digiburst 2, which is suspending an opponent's Digimon, which I think is pretty good, especially because obviously you're piercing, so you want to smash into things and destroy them that way. You play 2 of the rare Chaosmons, and this is the whole piercing effect again, and then you can, if you're suspended, you can unsuspend to attack into a Digimon. But it also allows you to attack a unsuspended Digimon too, so yeah, you do a lot of damage with that thing. We have the Hidden Potential Discovered. We're in one of these. It's fantastic. It's probably the best green card that ever was created. You play 2 of the Needle Sprays because we have also 2 of the Flower Cannons, and they basically just do the same thing. It's just on the stack, goes to your hand. So you can activate the effect and then goes to your hand, and then Flower Cannons just suspends everything without the out blocker, so it can be quite good. Tamer choices: we play 1 Mimi, we play 2 Izzies, and we play 1 of the Ushino. And that's just basically because sometimes you get to a point in the game where you just need to get an egg back, so you can do maybe a Nidhogg or something. Got 2 draw powers here with Izzy, and then we have the memory gain with Mimi, as well as the baby deck manipulation area, breeding area with Mimi. That is the end of green. So purple's a bit of a weird colour again, because we got really weird pulls with 1.0, as we only opened like the 1 box of 1.0. We opened the 4 packs from the 2. Yeah, we opened the 4 packs from the 2 premium packs that we opened. So we're going to do 1 Yammon. I'm going to do 3 of the Demis. It's pretty cool. And deletion, draw, and then discard a card. And I'm going to have 1 Zao, because Retaliation is goddamn amazing on everything, because it really is. And I wish Retaliation was kind of more of a aggressive stat on purple, but it's not. It could really be. Forgive me for the yawn, that was not intentional. So, playing 2 of the Ghostmon, because we have some Digiburst in here. Playing 1 of the Soundbirdmon as a tech option, and you'll see why later on. Playing 1 Gaziamon, just because the opponent's going to get memory is pretty cool, especially if it's against blue or green. Sukamon on deletion, get a memory, it's always pretty good, especially if you pair this with a Devimon. We play 2 of those, just because they're cheap 2 costs. We play this as our big boy rookie, which I probably will put onto a baby. It's nice to have some big boy power. So we've got 2 of the Meramons, super cheap cost. I think it's one of the cheapest in the game for purple, besides the Devimons. Now we play 2 Devimons, but we should probably play 4, and then probably reduce this down to either 1 or 0. And then we just have the 4 blocks rather than having 5. We have 3 Devimons. I can't remember if we pulled 4, if 3 is the reason why we're doing it, because 3 is what we have. Playing 2 of the Garurumons. This is when one of your other Digimon gets deleted, get a memory, which is good on Wear Garurumon, as well as having it on Metal Garurumon. So this is kind of a weird package that I think I'll be getting rid of soon. Sorry for the glare, it's changed much differently from the earlier video. So when attacking, you can spend 3 and bring out a Mallow, and all this one is bring it from your trash by spending 3. It's pretty good. I like recursion in any sort of way. Probably one of my favourite cards for this set, just because how cool it is. If you haven't watched the anime, really, really good episode. There's when an opponent plays a tamer, you gain free memory, and here is when an opponent's tamer becomes suspended, you gain a memory. That's really good. It's only on the opponent's turn, but it doesn't trigger like it should do when things like Shine Greymon work. It's a trigger singularly. So because Shine Greymon triggers everything at the same time, it doesn't trigger everything, it just triggers once, which I think is a kind of a foul point there, Bandai. But Yellow just seems to have this weird kind of its own working systems. Two of the Lady Devimons, trigger draw 2 and then get rid of 2, and then this is when one of your... Sorry. When you use an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon, which I think is pretty cool, especially if you're going against Rookie Rush, or say you've used a... what do you call them? Heat Viper, discard one of your cards, destroy 2 of theirs, get a third one in for free, get a third pop is always good. Playing 2 of these because it's always nice to get yourself a recursion later on in the game. Maybe you need a Mega, or maybe you need access to your Lady Devimon again. Playing 2 of the Weird Groomons. This is for you get to delete something unique and suspend. Really good with the Purple Metal Groomon, as it lets you attack twice. We have one of the newest ones in here. I think we're going to do something probably with these together, doing like the weird, essentially level 3 revival deck that lets you rush into things and then they die, and oh, that's all good. Playing 2 of these. I think we have 3 of these we could play, so we could do 3 and then maybe 2 of these later on if we pull some more. But yes, that's just essentially Zombie Rush for purple, because that's kind of how purple is the trash deck, although it's not amazing in my opinion. This is that you can play a level 3 when you attack once per turn, which is pretty cool. We have the promo purple, which is the whole Digiburst 2 away, and you can use it at 7 cost or lower, so something along the lines of a Hell's Gate, or a Trump Sword, or a Nailbone, or Heat Viper if we have to. This deck doesn't have the best cards because we never pull actually any Trump Swords from our openings. So if we ever do get to a point where I can maybe go back and buy a box of 1.0, maybe I will to see if we can get ourselves some Trump Swords. And that is that. Venomotusmon, it's just because it has extra security. I think it was opponent's turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon dies or becomes suspended, you gain memory, which I think is really good. Because just gaining more memory is really awkward in this game, and obviously better for purple because purple doesn't really have access to a memory gain. That's sort of a few things. Mallow, at one point we did have like 3 of these in the deck, and it was essentially just a recursion that there was a Mallow thing between the between the mummies and the Akini. That's really good. I want the Akini to work really well later in the game. Maybe if we can have like some more purple green stuff, maybe it should be actually pretty good. 2 Mestimons. Yeah, we pulled 2 Mestimons from the series if you haven't seen, and this is just more of a tech option. I think at some point we probably will play a yellow purple build and we get more cards for that build, but Misty's in our purple deck for now. Playing 2 of the Nail Bones just to get some more recursion with our blockers, maybe our retaliations and rookies when we need them. Playing 2 Heat Vipers because hey, I'm happy to throw away 1 rookie and then destroy 2 blockers. We played 2 of the Jack Raids. Now, the reason why we have the Soundbird money here is, say if it's very early game, we have a Soundbird in the hand, we can evolve up into that on the baby, but we don't have any champions. Put that onto the field next turn. Well, we can discard this to gain a memory, so we're actually gaining memory. So between 0 and 19 trash, this is actually more effective just to Soundbird it away. So we play 2 of these so we can always hopefully get more memory. We got very lucky. Well, I want to say very lucky. I think it's one of the coolest cards I got. We got the pre-release Hell's Gate, really good. It did come in use in the past, so hopefully it will come in use again in the future, but I do like Hell's Gate. I think it's pretty cool. Plutomon, I think. And then we play these weird janky ass things here. So we have 1 Kari, which is all turns when a card is suspended from your removed from your security stack, you may suspend this time to gain more memory. I do apologise, it was a bit blurry for me, so probably a bit blurry for you. Yeah, so it's always nice. So if your opponent, so say if I do a Mestimon, and you know I can gain memory that turn, or if my opponent's playing a Devimon, they take a security on the end of their turn. I can actually turn before my turns to my turn, gain the memory, and then I can gain memory if anything happens to my stack if I mess with it, say with a Mestimon. Mimi, when they play using an option card, all turns again, you may suspend this to gain a memory. We used to have 2 of these in the deck because people using option cards are quite common. It's really nice to use against someone who's using it for Hammer Sparks because they can't really fight back. And then Matt here is just for the basic, and I always forget to do Matt's on play effect, which is Return one purple Digimon card or purple option card from your trash to your hand. Which is actually a lot better than people think it is, even if it's just a rookie. Sometimes just having a rookie in your hand or having just anything to sort of extend a turn is really good. That is purple. So, last but not least, the deck that got probably the most changes because I gutted it. It's no longer a D-Brigade deck, like it was in the last episode. It is now more of a work in progress that we'll see in the future, hopefully. But nothing too soon, I don't think. Put that over there. So we have... No, I think I need to get the babies out. So yeah, I don't know why. So the babies are still in here. Babies need to be changed out. So we have 4 Messimons. I think I'm going to go back to Kaporimon or something similar in the near future. But yeah, they're out. Sumimon. Probably one of the best cards in the game. Because if you have a card that the same name as is on the field, it gains 2,000 on your turn, I believe. Yes. Wish it was all turns or opponent's turn. But no, it's a fantastic card. If you think it's getting darker here right now, it really is. Because there's a thunderstorm currently rolling in. So let's try and get this going before the crash bang all up start happening. So we have 4 Agumons. Blocker, cheap blocker, so I can use early game just to get on the field, just to save myself losing a security too early. Then we have 3 of the toy Agumons. If my opponent doesn't attack, I get to draw at the start. Well, I think it's at the end of theirs slash start of mine. So yeah, I get an extra recursion. We're playing a playset of the Commandromon's 2 cost, because 2 costs are pretty good. It's nice to have something you can throw down. It was either this or it was the Hagurimons, but I'm kind of more of a fan of the Commandromons in all fairness. We're playing 2 Chews, just because again, opponent's memory gain is really good if we can stop that somehow. Playing 2 of the toy Agumons, because we've actually only pulled 2 of this in the series, even though it's a common. That was really weird, so yeah, hopefully again, if we do get a chance to go back to 1.0, hopefully we'll play pull a couple more of the toy Agumons. We have a playset of Tank 1 in here, 1 cost, Digivolution, 6k damage, not too bad. But again, this is just more for the whole get it on the field and destroy things as quick as we can. Then we play a playset of Darktramon, again, super cheap champion level Digimon, just trying to get it on the field. Again, more blockers, so maybe Agumon into this, as Agumon is actually its pre-evolution, if you didn't know much about the Tyrannomon line. We play a playset of Greymon. I have no idea why I'm playing so much champions, but there we go. Actually, I do know, but we'll carry that on for another day, I think. Yeah, this is again more the recursion with the toy Agumon, where it's if my opponent doesn't attack me, I get to draw again. So if I have both of them on the same stack, that's 2 draws, and then if I might have more on the field, not so bad. And the heavens just opened up, so here we go. And then we have 2 Greymons, and this is to add 5 reboots. I get jamming, so yeah, that's something that I'll probably be looking more into later in the series. We have 3 of the Metal Greymons, which also have reboots, so they will gain jamming. And then if this Digimon has reboot, it gains security attack +1, which is really cool. That's kind of why I used to run the Crest Gurumon in the deck, because it was really, really good. We run 3 of the new Metal Greymons, which gives me blocker, which I think is pretty good on a bigger body. We run 2 of the Gomamons, just because I don't want anything more than 8 these bad boys, but I probably would take maybe 1 of each out and maybe put 2 more Gomons in if we do pull them, because it's kind of an insane card and it can like trigger other cards later in the game and format. We are playing 3 of the Blackwall Greymons, so we've actually pulled 3 of the promos already. If you can pull a 4th one in the series, I'll happily put it in here, and you'll see why later on why I like this card so much. We're going to play 2 of the Black Blitz Greymons, and this is essentially just because it's got the security attack +1 in it as well as you can increase your DP, so you can basically go plus ultra and destroy some things in the face. And then we have 3 of the Blitz Greymons. Let's put the nice one at the front too. You're going to see the cool artwork. Again, this is Digivolve 2 on deletion, on evolution, and then on attacking it's a piercing. So blockers beware, you're in for a goddamn scare. We play 2 of the ties, which is the if you've got a blocker and you suspend the blocker, you can then unsuspend something else, which is really good. So that's why we have the Metal Greymons that can unsuspend give things blocker. God, I'm so tired. The tie here is memory gain, and then opponent's turn, all my black Digimon gain 1000 DP. Again, this is more for my blockers to be a bit stronger, as well as people not just smashing into things for the fun of it. And then we have the Marcus here, which we will talk about now. So there's been a little bit of a deck tech discussion with Marcus, and you put like other red things in here as well. Marcus gives you memory every time you suspend a Greymon Digimon, and not just in red, in yellow and black, because that's currently where they all are. Obviously down the line, if we get them in purple or green or blue, then obviously it will work there too. But for now, this is where we're at. If we can get some more of these pulls later in the series, I'll happily put them in the deck, as I think they're probably a better option than Tai, even though Tai does give me more of a defensive option in the extra DP, but I would much prefer to have the like extra 2, 3, 4 memory per turn by just swinging with maybe even just a Greymon or a Metal Greymon early game. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you for seeing my new decks and how it's going, and we'll see you for the battles. See you over there.
Blue versus green. Green goes first, plays an Argamon, digivolves into Argamon, draws. Plays a Tentomon, activating its effect but fails to trigger. Blue draws, plays Nubamon, digivolves into Gabumon, draws. Digivolves into Gorillamon, draws. Plays a Vmon. Green draws, digivolves into Capitariumon, draws. Suspends Capitariumon to digivolve into Blossommon, draws. Plays an Izzy. Blue draws, moves Gorillamon. Attacks with Vmon hitting an Argamon. Attacks with Gorillamon hitting a hidden potential discovered. Plays a Gabumon. Green draws, moves Argamon, unsuspends, suspends Izzy activating its effect. Digivolves into Capitariumon, draws. Suspends Capitariumon, plays a hidden potential discovered, activating its effect to digivolve into Grand Coagumon. Attacks Vmon with Grand Coagumon. Plays a Wormmon. Blue draws, unsuspends, plays a Nupamon. Digivolves into Gorillamon, draws, plays a Hammerspark, activating its effect. Plays a Hammerspark, activating its effect. Attacks with Gorillamon, hitting a Terriermon, activating the inherited effects. Attacks with Gorillamon, hitting a Chaosmon, activating the inherited effects, being deleted. Digivolves into Gabumon, draws. Digivolves into Gorillamon, draws. Plays a Gabumon, activating its effect. Digivolves into Gorillamon, draws. Green unsuspends, draws. Plays an Argamon, digivolves into Lalamon, draws. Suspends Izzy activating its effect but fails to trigger. Attacks with Wormmon, hitting a Vmon, being deleted, activating its effect but fails to trigger. Digibursts Grand Coagumon, activating its effect. Attacks with Grand Coagumon, hitting Hammerspark, activating its effect. Blue draws, moves Gorillamon, unsuspends. Attacks with Gorillamon, hitting a Chaosmon, being deleted, activating its inherited effects. Attacks with Gorillamon, being blocked by Capitariumon. Attacks with Gorillamon, winning the game. Purple versus black. Purple goes first, plays a Demimeramon, plays a Valmon. Black draws, plays a Sumimon, plays a Gogmamon. Purple draws, digivolves into Neodevimon, draws. Digivolves into Anubismon. Black draws, digivolves into Blitzgreymon, activating its effect, draws. Purple draws, digivolves into Ghostmon, draws. Plays a Tsukaimon. Black draws. Attacks with Blitzgreymon, hitting a Venom Myotismon. Plays a Blitzgreymon. Purple draws. Plays a Hellgate, activating its effect. Digivolves into Devimon, draws. Moves Ghostmon, digivolves into Garurumon, draws. Attacks with Devimon, hitting a Greymon, being deleted. Plays a Devimon. Black draws. Plays a Tai. Plays another Tai. Plays a Dark Tyrannomon. Purple draws. Plays a Zalmon. Plays a Valmon. Plays a Heat Viper, activating its effect. Black draws. Plays a Dark Tyrannomon. Purple draws. Plays a Jack Raid, activating its effect. Plays a Meramon. Black draws. Attacks with Blitzgreymon, being blocked by Valmon. Plays a Greymon. Purple draws. Attacks with Devimon being blocked by Dark Tyrannomon, being deleted. Black suspends tie, activating its effect. Purple digivolves into Mummymon, draws. Black draws, digivolves into Commandron, draws. Digivolves into Tankmon, draws. Attacks with Greymon hitting a Garurumon, being deleted. Unsuspends. Attacks with Blitz Greymon being blocked by a Valmon, plays a Commandron. Purple draws. Digivolves into Metagarurumon, draws. Black draws, moves Tankmon. Unsuspends, digivolves into Tankmon, draws. Attacks with Blitz Greymon hitting Heat Viper and Metagarurumon. Attacks with a Tankmon hitting a Soundbirdmon. Attacks with Tankmon, winning the game. Red versus yellow. Red goes first, plays a Gigimon. Digivolves into Agumon, draws. Digivolves into Greymon, draws. Yellow draws, plays a Koromon. Digivolves into Agumon, draws. Plays an Agumon. Red draws, moves Greymon, plays a tie. Yellow draws, moves Agumon. Attacks of Agumon hitting a Corgimon, being deleted. Attacks of Agumon hitting an Agumon. Plays a Salamon. Red draws, plays a Yokomon. Attacks of Greymon hitting a Salamon. Plays a Gaia Force, activating its effect. Yellow draws, plays a Koromon, digivolves into Agumon, draws. Plays a tie. Attacks with Salamon hitting a Volcanic Dramon, being deleted. Plays a Bushy Agumon. Red unsuspends, draws. Attacks with Greymon hitting a Rise Greymon, being deleted. Plays a War Greymon. Yellow draws, moves Agumon. Digivolves into Unimon, draws. Digivolves into War Groundmon, draws. Digivolves into Unimon, draws. Digivolves into Angelwoman, draws. Attacks with War Groundmon hitting a Vorvamon. Attacks with Angelwoman hitting a Sora, which is played for free. Plays a Pidamon. Red draws, digivolves into Agumon, draws. Digivolves into Greymon, draws. Digivolves into Lavagritamon, draws. Attacks War Groundmon with War Greymon. Plays a Gaia Force, activating its effect. Yellow draws, plays a Koromon, digivolves into Salamon, draws. Plays a Pulsemon, activating its effect. Digivolves into Angelwoman, draws. Digivolves into Turimon, draws. Plays a Glorious Burst, activating its effect. Red moves Lavagritamon, draws. Digivolves into War Greymon, draws. Attacks with War Greymon hitting a Slash Angemon, hitting a Slash Angemon, hitting a Patamon. Plays a Gaia Force, activating its effect. Yellow draws, moves Salamon. Digivolves into War Groundmon, draws. Attacks with Salamon, winning the game. This is Layla Swiftly signing out. Thank you for coming and watching this episode with us. It's been great fun again. Now, if you didn't already see, we have a new playmat, which is the Cho Sugoi one. Agito Swiftly won it a few weekends ago, and it turned up this week, so he has gifted that to me for some reason. I don't know why. I thought he would have liked it for himself, but it is absolutely stunning, and the pictures here do not do it any justice. It came with this beautiful cover for it to keep it safe, which features the same artwork, and he also won matching sleeves to the playmat. I don't know if we're going to use them or if they're just going to sit in a box somewhere looking pretty, like the War Greymon sleeves that I bought him for Easter, I think. But anyhow, it has been great having you here. I hope you have a lovely Digimon Sunday. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will see you next week. Until we meet again, ta-ra!